All right, yay. It's Friday, November 26th, Black Friday. Hopefully you all are being safe and we're shopping from home. That's what I know. Okay, if you're here, and I don't expect a lot of visitors today because I know everyone's busy, but I just wanted to pop in and talk about this quilt coat that I'm doing really quickly. This will be a short live today. I am making another quilt coat. So this is number 4 or 5, I believe. And the very first quilt coat I made, I used the tamarack jacket pattern. And that's what we're doing again, because this is with Free Spirit, Grainline Studio, and also Quilt Smart. And I had a lot of questions this week when I posted an Instagram reel showing the process and what Quilt Smart is. And what it is like a fusible, it's not a grid. The one I'm using is wedding rings. And so it's this fusible stuff that has the arcs printed on it. And so you're piecing your arcs normally, but then you sew it to this fusible grid, and then you turn it right sides out and you fuse it to your background. And this is the background I'm using, this Tula Fairy Dust fabric. And so I'm going to have step-by-step in a short video for you. It'll probably be about a 20-minute video of all these different steps that I'm taking to make this coat. So don't worry. If you miss it, don't worry. Let's see here. Okay, so this is where I'm at so far. I have 2 of the front pieces of the jacket done, and I'm waiting on more of this fabric to arrive so I can finish the back piece. Here is the back lining already cut out with the batting. And so once I get the front piece together, I will quilt sandwich it just like you would a quilt. It's really no different than making a quilt. And then I'll put the jacket together. So here are the sleeves. And I decided not to do wedding ring arcs on the sleeves. I just did strips because I was running out of fabric. And I know I could ask for more, but I don't want to be rude. And also I don't have a lot of time to wait for it to arrive. So it should have, unfortunately, it's not here yet. It should have been here Wednesday, but I will have that together very soon, and hopefully the video done very soon after. So here's a piece I've already cut, because you have to make a bigger area than what you need for your pattern piece. And so my Roomba ate this pattern piece. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm just going to keep it. I'll repair it later. But you put your quilt sections together large enough so that your garment pattern piece can fit on it, and then you cut it out. So what I like to do is just cut extra area around it, like 2 inches bigger, and then I just quilt that. Because the first time I did this, I cut up a quilt that was already quilted, and then I did that the second time, only it's a long robe thing. And then I did one where I did it piece by piece instead of taking a large quilt, and I liked that process better. It was easier for me to handle. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, happy Black Friday. So there is that. That project I hope to wrap up really soon and have the video for you. There's not going to be a charge. You can just watch the video and do this. My main thing for video, taking the time to video, editing it, and having that available is to show that you seriously can do this. I get a lot of messages in my inbox about, I've never done a garment. I'm no good at garments. Well, how do you know you're no good? First of all, if you've never done it. And second of all, this is not hard. You guys know that if something is super finicky, I am not going to mess with it. I don't have time for that. So I just wanted to show that this is just as easy as making a quilt. It really is. A jacket is bigger, boxier. It's not super fitted. You don't have to worry about tailoring. It's just a jacket, so it can be big. And your pieces are easy to do because it's like quilting a mini quilt. Very doable. I'm doing the whole thing on this Janome Skyline. No problems at all. Okay, I'm hearing some feedback. Can you turn down a little bit, please? Okay, the other thing I wanted to mention really quick is my Black Friday sale. I am hosting today, 24 hours only for the vinyl, and it's already been flying out the door. So if you want some vinyl for the once a year thing that I do for Black Friday, do it today. It's a hard stop tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Central Time. There's no going back. So get in there today if you want that vinyl at an amazing price. The fabric and the patterns will go all through the weekend. And I believe it ends Monday. The other thing I wanted to mention is I am going to be having some really good books in the shop soon. I have been making this plus quilt just slowly since August and taking my time and having fun with it whenever I have time to slow sew. And I'm using a book called Charms Again, or Second Time's a Charm, or something like that. I'll post it later. But I thought, these are great books with simple patterns that anybody can do, beginner through advanced, and just have a peaceful sewing experience. So I'm putting those books in my shop. The Charm book will be in there soon. I just got Wonderful Curves in, and I'm working through it to make sure it's awesome for you guys. So far, it is. But I want to have, like a list of the blocks I recommend doing first, ready for you. And then this one is excellent. I love even just looking at it, but it's also great to brush up on your skills and remind yourself how to do things if you're like me, if I use it or lose it. So there's sections on applique and all the different ways to applique. There's sections on hand piecing, English paper piecing, sections on like how to make a cathedral window. There's basic blocks and how to put them together. It's almost like an encyclopedia for a quilter. And I think even if you've never done a quilt, something like this is really, really valuable because you can take some skills and techniques in here and then apply it to bag sewing or garment sewing. And I don't know, the more you know, the better you make things, right? So, hi, Bethany. Yay, happy Friday. Let's see, what else? I think that was it. So I covered quickly just the jacket and the books that will be in the shop, the Black Friday sale. And I did want to mention the quilt batting tape. Somebody messaged me about this week. This is what I use. It's called Marty's Choice Fusible Tape. And this is how I piece my sections of batting together. It's just fusible on one side. So if you want to practice and make placemats or pot holders and you just have little pieces of batting left over from a quilt, for instance, piece it together with the tape and you're good to go. I do it for my quilts and I've never, ever had a problem. And so that's the product I use. I wanted to mention that again. If you guys want me to put this in the shop, I can do that. I did check and they do have, I get 2-inch wide by 30 yards. And one of those will last me quite a long time. I think I've had that for 6 months so far. And I use it all the time. Even for this quilt, there's a section in this piece that I fuse together. And you don't feel a seam, you don't feel anything. So it's just still very thin. I haven't cleaned up my threads yet, but isn't that kind of cool? I like that. And that's why I keep white or gray in my bobbin and in my machine all the time because I like seeing that quilting action. Anywho, that's all I've got for you today. Just a nice quick pop in. And next week, I'm going to have a demonstration of one of my favorite patterns, and I'll have a guest appearance, hopefully. She's going to show you how to make her pattern. It's short, it's cute, it's usable for all kinds of things. So join me next week. And sometime in December, probably Christmas week, we'll be taking a break. So only a few more left for the year. So thanks for popping in. And I hope to see you next week. There, that was only 10 minutes. See you soon. Bye.